except for one fall. Introducing first, Jake Something.
Plain and simple, this is the opportunity of a lifetime for Jake Something.
For Jake Something, a man who left us here in Impact Wrestling to step out into the world on his own and discover more about himself, to make himself better than ever. Tom, I remember when Jake left, I continued to talk to him, and he told me New Japan Pro Wrestling was a bucket list, a dream opportunity. He fought in a few preliminary matches, eventually faced a former world champion in Takagi, but tonight he gets the current IWGP World Heavyweight Champion.
His opponent, representing New Japan Pro Wrestling, he's the IWGP World Champion, SANADA!
Now listen, it's been a complicated few days for the reigning IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, SANADA. We understand via SANADA and New Japan officials that his IWGP World Heavyweight title belt has been stolen by Evil, who defeated SANADA in the quarterfinals of the G1 Climax tournament. But you saw the gear that was just worn to the ring by SANADA.
Yeah, tonight, representing a bit of his past, inspired and mentored by the great Muda. That outfit right there was actually one of Muda's outfits that he wore at one of the many incredible shows that he was a part of in Japan, gifted to him. And that is something SANADA always looked at and said, one day I will be a man, I will be a champion, I will be a wrestler like Muda. And now he has reached that pinnacle.
There was a time here in Impact that SANADA was known as the Great SANADA. At the time, thumbing his nose at his former mentor in the Great Muta. Those two battled in the main event of Bound for Glory in 2015. But tonight, it's about respect, and in a way, it's a way of saying, hey, Evil, you can take the title belt, but you cannot take the prestige of being the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion away from me. SANADA making the entrance of a true champion.
And here's Jake Something, who's trying to stand toe-to-toe, and right now, power for power. And Jake Something has overpowered the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion.
SANADA getting a taste of what Jake Something is all about. Something returning to Impact at Slammiversary, competed in Ultimate X to kick off the pay-per-view and nearly won the thing and just wreaked havoc against the field. And since then has been on a winning streak, has had his issues with Dirty Dango, and he's looking to get some of those frustrations out, but he's got to stay focused with SANADA.
That's right. I mean, we're talking about a world champion and who holds one of the most famous championships in all of pro wrestling. This is a huge opportunity for Jake Something. Both these guys, though, I think share a little bit of a parallel in their attitudes. We talked about Jake Something leaving Impact, step out on his own, establish himself. He didn't feel like he was who he needed to be. Meanwhile, SANADA is somebody, as you watch here. Look at this.
Trying to set up for the Paradise Lock amongst the ropes?
Yeah, but doing it in the ropes here. This is very clever from the IWGP World Champ. And he's got Something tied up here in a knot.
Got Something to chase him on the outside. The wherewithal of the reigning IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. Oh, now SANADA toying with Something.
Those big arms of Something have gotten him caught here, tied up. SANADA lining him up. Oh!
Low drop kick, and there goes Something to the outside, grabbing at his left arm. SANADA, who is here in Impact Wrestling as a part of his excursion, something we've talked about with Yuya Uemura, very common for Japanese wrestlers to do. The great Muta made sure that he was looked after while he was here. SANADA captured the X Division Championship during his time between 2014 and 2015. This is his first match back in Impact in 8 years.
It's absolutely incredible to see him here, to have the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship represented by the man himself. If I'm Jake something, I'm going to talk strategy and what I'm going to do to take down the best of the best from New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Side Russian leg sweep there. Hashtag Emergence now trending number 9 in the U.S. Here's a cover and a power out there by something.
But if I'm Jake something, if you've been paying attention to the goings-on of SANADA over in New Japan Pro Wrestling, he's just recovered from a pretty nasty left bicep tear that just recently healed. So if I'm Jake something, I would maybe be targeting that left bicep if I could. But wait! Look at the athleticism of something!
Jake something just threw his entire 260-pound frame at the champ, and down went SANADA.
And that's all it takes sometimes from Jake something. One fell swoop.
Short arm clothesline, tucks the arm, and a kick out at 2. Something grabbing a hold of SANADA.
And there's something to consider here, Tom, too. We talk about it a lot in all pro wrestling promotions. You know, if you pin a champion, what might come down the line?
Hold on, off another clothesline. Cover, kick out by SANADA.
Well, I can tell you from experience, that sentiment in New Japan Pro Wrestling is a little bit more coated in stone. It's a very, very strong tradition. If you pin a champion, you get an opportunity. So this could be really big for Jake something if it goes his way here tonight at Emergence.
Thus the actions of Evil stealing the IWGP World Heavyweight title belt, just adding insult to injury, so to speak. Oh my God, a huge forearm shot. Down goes SANADA. Hook to the leg and a kick out. Something hooking the leg with that injured left arm from moments ago caused by SANADA.
And I think that's going to be the key for SANADA. He's going to have to find a weak point. Find somewhere on this human oak tree that is Jake something to chop him down to size. Meanwhile, for something, it's going to be what has brought him to the dance, what has made him a success everywhere he's gone in the past year or so. And that's power and speed.
SANADA has only lost 1 of his last 17 singles matches. Now, I mentioned the loss to Evil in the quarterfinals of the G1. Well, he had a clean sweep of his 7 block matches in the G1.
It's very impressive in that tournament. It has the best of New Japan Pro Wrestling. We're talking about somebody.
Oh, wait a minute. Whoa. Off the back elbow. Something dove into the corner. Oh, back suplex there by SANADA.
Huge turnaround there for SANADA. A man who climbed the ranks of New Japan Pro Wrestling rung by rung, 3-time never openweight 6-man tag team champion, former 2-time IWGP tag team champion, former IWGP US champion, and of course, the current heavyweight champion. Jake something looking to mirror that kind of a career here in Impact Wrestling.
Smart there by SANADA, went to the knee, keeping something off balance, but Jake something still standing over the top rope, back up to his feet, drop kick by SANADA, and that finally gets something down to his knees.
Yeah, that's the effort. Look how much it took to take Jake something down as SANADA now flies.
Oh, finally put something on his back on the floor. The effort that took. Well, that is why he's the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion.
Take a look. Look at the champ fly, taking down Jake something. I talked about cutting down the tree. That's a good start.
A lot of support for SANADA here in Toronto. Now trying to get Jake something up onto the shoulders.
That's a bold move for the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion to try to lift this beast of a man.
Oh, SANADA catches Jake something with a forearm, going up top now. Lands on his feet, able to roll through something with a huge right shoulder to the gut. Covered by by something. Hooks the leg and a kick out.
Jake Something coming in like a battering ram into the corner, but still SANADA stays in it, withstanding this assault from Jake Something.
Jake Something out with a mission this evening. A mission to prove himself against the very best in the world. He's now got a hold of SANADA.
You know he's looking for a power bomb. SANADA fights out of it though.
SANADA able to escape for a moment.
Looking for Castillo there.
Look at this.
He's locking in. He calls this skull end.
Trying to bring Something down to the mat to complete the skull end. Trying to get the body scissors to really cinch it in. But Jake Something countered. Oh! The magic whip. Boy, just when it looked like Jake Something and a counter for the skull end, then SANADA came back with an answer of his own.
SANADA with some power of his own and the resilience of a world champion shining through.
Up under the shoulders, SANADA. TKO to Jake Something.
Is that enough?
Cover here. Oh, and a kick out by Something.
And now maybe it's SANADA getting a little frustrated. Oh, look how
Shades of the great man here, the moonsaults. Is it enough to finish off Jake Something's night and another kick out?
Take a look again here at the TKO. And then he followed that one up after Something kicked out. A shout out to the great Muta, the moonsault.
Oh, hold on. He's thinking about deadfall. Was trying to set up Jake Something middle of the ring for deadfall to try and finish this thing off from the middle row. Right for another moonsault. Oh my God! The driver there. Here's the cover by Something and a kick out.
Something had the finishing move. SANADA scouted. But then look at the strength of Jake just catching him out of midair here. And then plants in the middle of the ring. SANADA down, but still not out.
Down to 6 here from the official. Both men under the count of 10 to get back up to their feet so this matchup can continue. Count of 8 now.
Now, head to head, Jake Something goes with one of the best in the world today.
I went for a huge clothesline. SANADA fires back.
Jake Something egging him on.
Oh, and right to the chest of Jake Something. SANADA knows he's going to chop down the ringwood.
Something asked for it. SANADA delivers.
Forearm shiver. Is it time for deadfall?
The strength of Something, though, still shines through.
Oh, beautiful drop kick. Something is still standing. Oh, wait a minute. He's trying to take Something off his feet. Something with a powerbomb. Cover on SANADA. Oh, and they're showing up in time. What a sequence there.
So close to getting it done here at Emergence. Something now's got to wonder what he's got to do. And now, maybe Something's got the idea.
And now Jake Something, he's thinking about into the void. Oh, and they kick right to the back of the head there by SANADA.
And
Shining Wizard, another tool out of Great Muta's toolbox. Oh, now trying to set up Something again for deadfall. Face first smash into the canvas.
that is the third time, Tom, that Something has countered deadfall from SANADA.
Oh, and a huge right
SANADA might be out.
Can Jake something win the biggest match of his career? Right for him to the point. Down